Is a sorority worth it? This is often a debate amongst young girls going either into an institution or being in the institution. There's no age limit on a sorority as you can join it as a freshman, a sophomore, a junior, or a senior. There's a lot of controversy around being in a sorority, whether it's a benefit or a deficit. What exactly is a sorority? A sorority is a society for females in a university or college. This is often just looked at as a bunch of girls, a group of girls, high school and college. That's far wrong. There's a lot of benefits of a sorority as there's a group for everyone. Within each own individual chapter, you are going to find somebody who is meant for you. You are going to find your group of people. Now, not everybody may be just like you, but that's what makes a sorority diverse. There's so much diversity within a sorority that you may find somebody who likes the same book as you, but they may not be your best friend, or who has the same hobbies as you, but again, may not be your best friend. The women of a sorority are meant to empower you. They're meant to encourage you. They're meant to stand with you. In a sorority, you are never alone. Whether it's any battle you are fighting, whether it's studying for an exam, or you just want to go to the store and you don't want to be alone. Another great benefit is meeting new people. As somebody who moved 7 hours away from home as an 18-year-old freshman going into college, I was terrified. I knew nobody at my university, and I didn't know, honestly, much about my university, if I'm being very frank. And I really debated going into a sorority because I, like most, had a stereotype around sororities. Until I ended up going to my university's Greek Fest, where I got to talk to my university's Panhellenic board and really hear about what Greek life is and what a sorority is and what it stands for. I went through recruitment as an 18-year-old little freshman, and here I am about to graduate in May. And when I mean it opened the door for an immense amount of opportunities to me, whether it's my forever friends, leadership opportunities, or my own personal growth. As I mentioned, leadership opportunities. There is leadership opportunities in every way being in a sorority. From exec boards to positions on exec boards to assistants to everything. There's so many I can list at least 10 within my own personal chapter. And I know each chapter runs its own individual ways, but there's so many ways to get involved. There's intramural sports, where for you sports lovers like me who ended up not playing a sport in college but still had the passion for it, can play. You can even play sports you've never played before. I am awful at basketball, but my chapter did intramural basketball where you played amongst other chapters here at my campus. And I got to meet so many people from other chapters and play a sport I've never played and learned. Again, I'm very awful at it, but I had the best time of my life. Not only that, I've held so many positions that helped boosted me as a person and even my resume. Now, there are a lot of biases around being in a sorority. There's always the it costs too much money. Unfortunately, yes, sororities do cost money, but the money that is that the money that you give to it is what you also are getting out of it. This money goes to your national fees, which are your big headquarters for all the different chapters, at different universities of your organization. Just within my organization, I know there's 20 plus different universities and institutions that have it as well. And a lot of sororities have financial plans. You don't need to pay everything up front, and more than likely, you can come up with an individual plan that's going to help ensure your success. The chapters want you in it, and they want to see your success in it. They don't want to set you up for failure. They're going to help you in every way possible as they can. And another one is it's only for boys in the social aspect, which is by far the biggest and most wrong bias ever. A sorority is meant because of a philanthropy. A philanthropy is activities and ways to give back to a charitable cause and help within your community. Majorities of the sororities have different events that are held in order to raise money for their philanthropies. Just a couple that I can name off the top of my head are Delta Zeta, who are speech and hearing, and they pair with Starkey Hearing, who all the money they raise in their events goes to Starkey, which is an organization that takes recycled materials and gives it to takes recycled materials and makes hearing aids and gives it to people who want to hear. It gives somebody an entirely new life. There's the Ronald McDonald House, and which is a part of Alpha Delta Pi, and there's so many more. It's about being a part of something bigger than you are. You want to find people who empower you, encourage you, want the absolute best for you. Being in a sorority, it's forever. And the growth you go through with many different girls within your 4 years, or even if you're in just a chapter, is beyond extra. You learn so much about yourself, so much about other people, and you learn ways to help your community. I was involved with a lot of community service back home and feared when I got to college I would not be able to give back. And I learned within being in a chapter, that is what you want to do. That is what it's meant for. To give back, to be a part of something bigger than myself. It's so much more than just a group of girls. It's sisters. It is a sisterhood. And many people find that cliche when you hear, "Oh, I joined my sisterhood. I found my bridesmaids." But it is true. And look, you may not find your best friend in your chapter, but you're going to meet somebody new, and that person is going to be a part of the chapter of your life. They are coming into your life for a reason. It's about more, and that is the biggest overlooked aspect of a sorority. It's about yourself. It's about finding yourself, learning about you, learning about your own capabilities, seeing what positions you can hold while being an academic student. And another outlook is you have to be a good student to be a good sister. Your chapter is again supposed to encourage you. They are going to help push you for your academics. They're going to help set you up for success. The chapter wants to benefit you the way you will benefit the chapter and the success and the love and care that you will bring to it. It's so much more, and it's so overlooked. But is it worth it? It is. You are going to find so much love, happiness, and reward joining a sisterhood.